everyone, my name is Nisa and I will storytelling about Tangkuban Perahu. Happy watching! Once upon a time in West Java, Indonesia, lived a wise king who had a beautiful daughter. Her name was Dayang Sumbi. She liked weaving very much. Once she was weaving a cloth when one of her tools fell to the ground. She was very tired at the time, so she was too lazy to take it. Then she just shouted out loud, "Anybody there? Bring me my tool. I will give you a special present. If you are female, I will consider you as my sister. If you male, I will marry you." Suddenly, a male dog, its name was Tumang, came. He brought her the falling tool. Dayang Sumbi was very surprised. She regretted her word, but she couldn't deny it. So she had to marry Tumang and leave her father. Then they lived in a small village. Several months later, they had a son. His name was Sangkuriang. He was a handsome and healthy boy. Sangkuriang liked hunting very much. He often went hunting to the wood using his arrow. When he went hunting, Tumang always with him. In the past, there were many deer in Java, so Sangkuriang often hunted for deer. One day, Dayang Sumbi wanted to have deer hearts, so she asked Sangkuriang to hunt for a deer. Then Sangkuriang went to the wood with his arrow and his faithful dog Tumang. But after several days in the wood, Sangkuriang couldn't find any deer. They were all disappeared. Sangkuriang was exhausted and desperate. He didn't want to disappoint her mother, so he killed Tumang. He didn't know that Tumang was his father. At home, he gave Tumang's heart to her mother. But Dayang Sumbi knew that it was Tumang's heart. She was so angry that she couldn't control her emotion. She hit Sangkuriang at his head. Sangkuriang was wounded. There was a scar in his head. So also repelled her son. Sangkuriang left her mother in sadness. Many years passed, and Sangkuriang became a strong young man. He wandered everywhere. One day, he arrived at his own village, but he didn't realize it. There he met Dayang Sumbi. At the time, Dayang Sumbi was given an eternal beauty by God, so she stayed young forever. Both of them didn't know each other, so they fell in love and then they decided to marry. But then Dayang Sumbi recognized a scar on his Sangkuriang head. She knew that Sangkuriang was his son. It was impossible for them to marry. She told him, but he did not believe her. So Dayang Sumbi gave a very difficult condition. She wanted Sangkuriang to build a lake and a boat in one night. She said she needed for honeymoon. Sangkuriang agreed. With the help of genie and spirit, Sangkuriang tried to build them. By midnight, he had finished the lake by building a dam in Citarum River. Then he started building the boat. It was almost dawn when he nearly finished it. Meanwhile, Dayang Sumbi kept watching on them. She was very worried when she knew this, so she made light in the east. Then the spirit thought that it was already dawn. It was time for them to leave. They left Sangkuriang alone. Without their help, he couldn't finish the boat. Sangkuriang was very angry. He kicked the boat. Then the boat turned out to be Mount Tangkuban Perahu. It means boat upside down, From a distance, it looks like a boat upside down. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.